Hey, what's going on guys? It's Lightning back bringing you guys another Destiny video guys. In today's Destiny video, we're going to be talking about the new Cosmodrome changes and how it's going to be kind of like Patrol Hard Mode. When I first heard about the Cosmodrome changes, it kind of struck me by surprise because it's something I didn't really think Bungie would do. I mean, it's just something so random, but I think will be overall super cool. Cosmodrome's actually a really fun patrolable location because it's so huge. I also think that the changes to the Cosmodrome will help bring players back to the Cosmodrome, and overall I think it's pretty cool because a blizzard has hit the Cosmodrome and now it has like a new look to it, and I think it's going to have some gameplay changes to it. Without further ado, let's get straight into this video. So just looking at the new Cosmodrome, as you guys can tell, there's been a blizzard that came through the Cosmodrome, and there's also been the new SIVA technology. I think that's how you say it, SIVA. But there has been a lot of new SIVA technology, and not only is there a blizzard in this new SIVA technology all over the Cosmodrome, but there's also some wreckage from the war against the Fallen. Like in the Divide, there's this huge Devil Walker that's just destroyed now, which is pretty cool. It's kind of cool to see that we can see our impacts on the Cosmodrome and the new changes of this new Cosmodrome. I'm just going to call it a Cosmodrome remake because that's kind of what it is. It's not like a super remake, but it's kind of a remake. I think they're going to do some things to the Cosmodrome that will benefit it in the long run, and I think it'll be really cool. Not only will the Cosmodrome get a visual remake, but I personally think that they're going to do some stuff to the AI in the new Cosmodrome remake. I think Bungie will also add in some new dynamic enemies. If we go to the dreadnaught, we can see the Cabal. They're really pushed back in their base, but if you guys can see at this gameplay clip, the Cabal have really pushed back the Hive, and it's just this little detail, these little dynamic enemies where they change around their positions and it feels more alive. It really makes the dreadnaught feel more alive. I think Bungie will add this in to the new Cosmodrome remake. Another reason I think Bungie is going to add in some new dynamic enemies is as if you guys look at this picture of the Rocky Yard, there is no enemies here whatsoever, but if we look at this picture of the Cosmodrome remake, there's a lot more enemies in this location, and there's just a variety of new fallen enemies in this location. Also, if we look at another picture from the Divide, we can see this new SIVA infused fallen captain, and there's no fallen captains in the normal Cosmodrome that we have now. Like in the Divide, there's no captains whatsoever, but in the new Cosmodrome remake, there's going to be a lot more captains in the Divide, which will help make it a little bit more harder, and that's another reason I think the new Cosmodrome and the Plaguelands will be hard mode, patrol mode. With the new dynamic enemies and just overall a lot more harder enemies, I think overall Patrol won't be super hard, but it's going to be harder than the normal Cosmodrome. It's going to be a little bit like the Dreadnaught. The Dreadnaught is not super hard, but it's a little bit harder than the rest of these social spaces. If you're not paying a lot of attention, the enemies can catch you off guard and kill you. But let's talk about the dynamic enemies again. Let's take for example the Skywatch. The Skywatch is my personal favorite location in the Cosmodrome. The Fallen and the Hive are always at war with each other, but if we take these dynamic enemies into the Skywatch and make it feel more alive, like let's just take for example, like right now in the normal Cosmodrome, the Fallen and the Hive, they're like always fighting in the same locations and it's really scripted. But now let's take the new dynamic enemies into the Skywatch. We can possibly see the Fallen and the Hive be more at war with each other. Let's just take for example the Hive be pushed back way into their base more, and then let's take for example the Fallen be pushed back into their base more, and then you have your standard position that we have right now in the Skywatch in the Cosmodrome. Like just something so little like this could really help make Destiny and the Skywatch feel more alive, which is something I really like. Not only will we have this blizzard that will help this Cosmodrome feel more alive, but if Bungie adds in the new dynamic enemies like I'm thinking they're going to, the Cosmodrome will be well improved. It will be a little bit harder, like I said, it's not going to be super hard, but it's going to be a little bit harder than the normal Cosmodrome we have now in Destiny. Like I said, Bungie has done this in the Dreadnaught, so I'm guaranteeing they're going to do this in the Plaguelands and the new Cosmodrome remake. I think Bungie shouldn't just limit this to the Cosmodrome. I think they should do this with all their locations, the Moon, the Mars, and also Venus, and I think they should do something with the Dreadnaught since the Taken King era has kind of been done with. I'd like to see the Cabal like kind of vanish from the Dreadnaught. I don't know, it'd make it feel more real in my personal opinion. but just a little remake of every location. It doesn't have to be like the Cosmodrome where there's been like a huge blizzard that came through, but something like little where it adds in these new dynamic enemies. It makes patrol feel a little bit more harder, and overall it makes the like worlds feel more alive. So let's take for example Venus. We have the Ishtar Cliffs right now. Like this area looks like it has been flooded, but let's actually say this area gets flooded again, and now the Vex, and since some of this location is flooded, the Fallen have really pushed back the Vex because the Fallen can get more troops easier since they have dropships and the Vex only have the teleport ability. And we also have the Citadel. The Citadel is a little bit more flooded, so the Fallen now have a presence on the Citadel, and they're pushing back the Vex a little bit more. And something so little like that would make the Destiny universe feel more alive, and I think it'd be something good to do since we're transitioning into Destiny 2 after the Rise of Iron, and I think they should do this on between Rise of Iron and Destiny 2, so it'd make it feel more alive, and it also adds some replayability and bring some more players back, and have the players that are playing Destiny have something to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of the new Cosmodrome remake, but guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and guys, I'll see y'all in the next one.